I put over 130 hours into Palworld so far, and I'd say I've got a pretty good idea which pals are the best, which ones are the worst, which ones are worth using. And so today, we're gonna go through and rank them, put them in a tier list, and find out who is who. And this isn't based off of just like which one's the coolest, which one's the strongest, which one's the most effective at working. It's just whether or not I like them, and I mean those things factor into that, but all just based on my opinion. So if you think I'm wrong, well, you're wrong. And let me know if you guys want to see more of these tier list videos, because I love to make more and just give my opinion on a bunch of random bullshit that you guys probably don't agree with, but I'll do it. But yeah, anyway, let's just get right to it. We're just gonna go down the line and find out who's who. All right, first up, we got Mr. Lamball here. Mr. Lamball, he's a decent little guy. I don't hate him. He's useful for getting wool. That's about it. He's fun to watch fucking roll down the hill when you just knock one out right at the beginning, just fucking tumbling. And for that, I think we'll throw him in B tier. I think he belongs right there in a B tier. He's not like super useful aside from the wool, but he sure do roll pretty good. Mr. Anubis. Anyone that knows me knows that Lucario in Pokemon is my boy. I fucking love Lucario, all right? And Anubis, he's basically Palworld's Lucario. He's sick. And on top of that, he's super useful for crafting shit. He's got like level 4 crafting. Get to level 5, he just fucking plows through anything you need made. And that boy, he S tier. Love Anubis. All right, next up is another dope one with Mr. Jormuntide here. I haven't used the water type one as much, but Jormuntide Ignis, that guy's crazy. He's crazy at smelting anything you need. He'll plow through your ingots. Fucking looks sick. On one of our servers, I got like a tier 4 one. He's just an animal. He's definitely S tier, no question. Suzuku and Suzuku Aqua, they're cool. I like their design. I don't use them a whole lot. Whenever I put them in a base, they just get fucking confused. They just get stuck in trees and get all depressed, and like, it ain't a good time. But they're cool, and I think from what I've heard, their flying ability, like, they don't lose stamina very much. That's pretty solid, I guess. Probably slap him in an A tier. Yeah, we might move Landball down to C, actually. I don't know if he quite deserves the B tier. It's really just useful for the wool and the lulz. So we'll put him back to C, actually. Grizzbolt's kind of like the icon of Palworld, you know? He's on all the covers. He's fucking the first boss you fight. Grizzbolt's sick. And I mean, the guy gets a minigun. That's part of it too. Like, some of these guys have some crazy abilities. And having a minigun, that's pretty cool. I've only caught a few Grizzbolts in my servers. I'd say he deserves A tier, though. I ain't gonna put him in S. He's not quite there. He's an A tier for sure, though. All right, so next up, we got Lylene. I personally have not used Lylene that much. I think I've caught a couple. Someone on our team's caught a couple. Great for planting, great for making medicine. I just personally haven't used it very much. For that sake, I think I'm gonna put it in a B tier. Cool, it's a cool little design for a grass guy, but I don't really care that much for it. I mean, I don't use it much. So yeah, B's probably a good spot for it. Next up, Phalaris. Dude, I haven't actually gotten a Phalaris yet. This guy's fucking dope. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's like one of the last bosses you fight, and he just looks fucking sick. He's like the Anubis of birds. I don't know. He looks fucking dope. And I'm gonna say he's an S tier bird. Mostly just for his looks. That's all I'm going off of. I haven't even gotten one. He's just cool. This next one here. Oh, Ozark? What the hell's his actual name? Orsurk. Yeah, he's fucking dope too. He's like, kind of like an electric Garchomp from Pokemon, and he's dope. He's a little tougher to get, but he's definitely worth it. He's sick. I actually haven't used him a whole lot either, but he looks crazy and he's powerful as hell. I'll throw him in S tier. Fuck, am I just throwing everyone in S tier? They're just so cool. I guess it is starting off with some of the bangers. Maybe I'll throw Orsurk back at an A tier, actually, just because I haven't personally used him a lot. Yeah, we'll keep him there. Shadowbeak is another one that I haven't actually really used a whole lot. Man, does he look fucking cool. I want to get one. I think every time I've checked the nature preservation or whatever the hell it's called, he's just not there. Want one, he's sick. He deserves A tier. I mean, look at the guy. He's a sick looking bird. Next up, we got the legendaries. These two legendary knight guys. They're cool. What do I have to say? Like, I don't think they're that useful around the base. I don't actually know. You might be able to ride them. That would make sense if you could, but I don't remember for sure. I'm sure you can, but they look fucking sick. And I know they're like the legendaries. Two of the legendaries anyway. I don't actually know what qualifies. I think it qualifies as legendaries as like those two and Jetragon, however the hell you want to say it. But they do look cool. I think just for that, I'll put them in A, because aside from them looking cool, I don't personally care for them that much, honestly. Next up, our boy Pangullet and Panking. For Pangullet, I don't really care that much. I mean, he's useful kind of early game if you need a watering guy, but aside from that, not really. I mean, you just catch a bunch for the pal fluid and maybe slaughter him a little bit, get some more. I'm gonna slap him in the D tier. I don't care. He's a cute little guy, but I just don't care for Pangolin. Not as much as my boy Penking. All right, Penking, he's a fucking G. This guy, you can get him pretty early on. He's got level 2 and like so many areas at the base. You get a fucking army of Pen Kings going crazy at your base. Like, they're pretty productive. And on top of that, just look how majestic this guy is. Fucking sick. I think Pen King throw him B tier. I'll throw him B tier. He's not quite on the same level as these guys, but he's a really useful guy. Next up is Frost Stallion. You know, I actually haven't caught a Frost Stallion either, and I don't know if I've even seen him that often. But man, they look fucking sick. I love ice types in general. I don't know, but he's sick. That's really all I got. He looks cool. But you know what? Looking cool is good enough for A tier. I mean, that's where these guys are. Yeah, I'll put him in an A tier. Jet Dragon, dude, don't get me started on Jet Dragon. This guy, I know it's spelled Jet Dragon. I don't care. I'm gonna call him Jet Dragon, and if you want to be upset, get over it. But Jet Dragon, he's S tier, no question, bro. He is so much faster than any other flying mount in the game, especially if you can get the right perks for him. He looks sick. He looks like Latios. And on top of that, the fucking missile launcher, bro, you can just do a flyby barrage. Like, he's crazy. Hard to get. He's like one of the only level 50 bosses, I think, besides the other two legendary guys. But Jet Dragon's sick. I mean, there's no question that he's S tier. Jolt Hog, aka Electric Shaman. I don't care. I don't really care for it at all. Same with this guy. I think Gumos. Yeah, that's a Gumos. I don't care. I didn't realize for the longest time this little shit on his head is a hat. He wears that shit. It's just a hat. I don't know. It was weird. But I don't care for him. This guy, is that Vixie? Yeah, it's Vixie. His design's fine. He kind of looks a little bit like an Eevee. Actually, that looks more like an Eevee, the fucking Kremis. Vixie's fine. I'll put him at a C tier just because you can throw him in a ranch and he can just stack up Pal Spheres for you. So because of that, it makes him kind of useful. But aside from that, it's not powerful. I think he's really good at anything else. So C is probably a pretty good spot for it. This guy, I wanted to say Hoot Hoot. That's definitely not his name. Who Crates. I don't care for him. I just don't. Tiefin, don't really care. Caught a lot of those for the Pal Fluid, and I usually just slaughter them. Fucking Depresso. I gotta say, Depresso as a worker is pretty fucking worthless. Everyone that we put at our base, he's fine for like an hour, and then he just does not work ever. I mean, it matches his personality, but like, he's useless. Aside from the fact that he's relatable. Let's slap him at a C. He'd probably go to C. Premise, I don't care for. Yeah, I don't care. It's just that one, probably one of the most Pokemon looking ones. That's just an Eevee knockoff. Daydream, I like Daydream. He got a cool design. The fact that you can make him follow you around with his collar or whatever. Pretty cool and pretty helpful. Like, especially if you stack 5 of them up and just run around with a fucking mob. You can do some damage, but it's annoying as hell when you want to catch things. I'll throw him at a C. I think he belongs at a C. You know, my boy Kativa here. Kativa belongs at a C. He's like one of the first guys you can get, but like, he's a solid first worker to just get right off the rip. He also adds like 50 weight for every Kativa you have in your party, which I didn't know for the longest time, but that's actually a pretty helpful one. Trying to go on iron runs or whatever. I know there's a couple other pals that do that too, and I don't exactly remember which ones, but I know he's pretty good. Rush Ore, you can ride him, you can mine for you off the rip, but like, I feel like the ones we've gotten always suck. They aren't very good workers, just the same way Depresso is. So I'm gonna throw him at a D tier. I don't really care. I usually just shoot those guys whenever I see him, just right in the face. What is this guy? I seen that guy? Oh, that's Nox. I don't know why I always get confused every time I see a Nox. I've seen a lot of them, but every time I see him, it's like, yo, that's new. Because of that, obviously he's forgettable, and I don't care about him, so he's D tier. His design's not bad, but he's just forgettable. I don't know. The boy Fuddler? Yeah, I don't really care for him either. He's just a guy. Just a guy, that's all I gotta say. He's a guy. He'll do some mining for you, but not very well. Not like a Pen King would. You don't need a Fuddler. Killamari. Killamari's really only useful for being a glider, but having some of those glider pals is pretty useful, especially if you have, you know, made a glider or if you just have a really shit glider. And so for that, I'll give him C. And with Mao, I'll give Mao a C tier just because he's useful for getting coins. You can throw him in a ranch and he'll just stack up coins for you. Celeray, you know, I kind of thought it was an okay guy at first. Don't really care for him anymore now though. He just gets slaughtered all the time too. Like, I just need the pal fluid. I ain't keeping a Celeray. Wolf guy, Dire Howl. He's cool. I personally haven't used him a lot, but my boy 6, he's got a crazy one on our server, and he actually seems pretty fucking powerful. So for that, I think I'll give him a B tier, because you can ride him and you can make him pretty fucking fast too. I think he's like one of the second fastest land mounts or something like that. And so he's cool. I think B tier is a good spot for him. Kodako, goofy little fucking suicide bomber bird. I've never actually used him a lot, but I saw a video of someone who like really cracked one out, and you could use its ability to just wipe out one of the bosses. Like, just shoots eggs out of his ass and fucking blows everything up. I could see that would be pretty useful. Like I said, I haven't usually done it, but put him at a C tier, just solely based on that video I saw. If I didn't see that video, he'd probably be a D tier. They're kind of just annoying. They just run around and suicide bomb your ass. Floppy. I genuinely don't know that I've ever caught a floppy. Why would you? I mean, besides levels, I guess. I don't care for this guy, not one bit. But you can be in the D tier. Bristla, another guy that I really don't care a whole lot for, honestly. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I just don't care for him. Design, it's not even a cool design, like kind of clunky. He's a D tier. Fucking moo cow, mozzarella, he's solid. I think really the only thing he's useful for is milk, but milk's pretty useful for when you need to make cakes and start breeding like crazy. And so for that purpose alone, you can probably go to C tier. Chicken's basically the same thing. Chickpea, whatever the fuck. They're basically just useful for their milk and eggs so you can make cakes. Aside from that, they're pretty useless. Gobfin, him and the Gobfin Ignis, I don't really care for. The design's not bad. Never a guy I went out of my way to find. No one's probably using him a whole lot. Hangyu, he's solid. Nah, he's not solid. He's pretty basic, but he can be used as a glider. And for that reason alone, just like the Killamari, I'll put him as C. My boy Mossanda, bro, I fucking love this guy. The first time I saw him, I was hyped because just the way he looks. He's a goofy ass fucking panda. And then you get his ability. He gets a grenade launcher, bro. This shit is crazy. The first time I saw him whip those things out and just fucking start going crazy, I fell in love. It was love at first sight. And then you get the Mossanda Lux. Yeah, that guy's an animal. Only problem I ever have is I use the grenade launcher so much that when I go to fight a boss, it just glitches them into the rock or into the wall. They just die and I don't get shit for it. Mossanda's dope. I'm gonna put Mossanda in S tier. That's my boy. Just like Anubis, he my boy. What are you, Woolly Pop? I don't care. Woolly Pop. He like drops cotton candy or something if you put him in a ranch. What do I need cotton candy for, man? I got plenty of food. Now you're D tier. Caperty, he's decent. We usually catch him as like our gardener right off the rip. I don't mind his design. Definitely been fucked up by a few of them trying to fight him too early. I think he belongs in C. That's a good spot for him. He's fine there. You Melpaca, is that your name? Yeah, Melpaca. Goofy ass fucking alpaca. Yeah, you're D tier. I don't care for you. You're just annoying. All you do is travel and pack. Be annoying. I don't care for him. Elk deer. He's solid. He's usually the first land mount I get right off the rip before you can get a bird. And like, he's pretty powerful when you have to use him to fight stuff. I think he belongs at a B tier. Doesn't belong with all these other guys. He's pretty useful. I actually really like him. Kind of decent for getting wood, ride him. Nightwing. I've never really caught a Nightwing. I mean, I've caught Nightwings. I've never used a Nightwing much though. Like, usually I'll just wait till I get a Van Worm because they're cooler. I think they fly the same speed and they're not far off. Nightwing's he's just a guy. I'll put him at C tier. Rabunny, I don't care. You go here, and that's all I have to say about you. I just don't care. Lift Monk, kind of like Lift Monk a little bit. I don't know, ain't nothing too special about him besides the fact he does get a submachine gun, which is kind of funny because it's a little cute fucking squirrel. He just gets a submachine gun. I think it's PAL deck entry says something about like when it learns to use a gun, it usually kills its owner, which is kind of funny. Also, the Lift Monk effigies, they have nothing to do with him, but it's based off him. They probably deserve C, honestly, yeah. Cineram, this guy's cool. I like his design. And Cineram Noct is a lot cooler. The Noct versions of all the fire types are way cooler. He's a decent guy for being around the base. He's kind of dumb, though. Usually when you have better cookers, he always takes the jobs from him, and it's kind of annoying. I don't know if he quite deserves B tier. Yeah, no, actually, I think you can put him B tier with these guys. He's probably about where he fits. He's not these guys. Cinemoth, he's not too useful. I mean, he can like make some medicine for you, but like that's about it. And you can get way better guys for that, so he's pretty useless. Arsox, I think he's a level 1 cook. Oh, he's level 2 cook actually. Arsox is a solid fire guy. I like put him in the same tier as these. Probably would. Like, his design's cool. I don't use him a whole lot, but he's decent. But a C tier is probably where he belongs. Oh god, it's fucking this guy. Dumud. This gotta be. I don't know if it's just because of the fact that I've slaughtered many of these to get high quality PAL oil, but like that combined with just its dumb fucking face, I hate this guy. I want to slaughter, I want to catch and slaughter and kill every single one that I find. I'll never keep him on a team or in my PAL box. Only useful for the oil, and I just want to kill him for that. And yeah, I hate him. I hate his face. He's D tier. Fucking Cognito. He's kind of a cool design. I don't like care to use him, catch him, aside from getting levels. Based on design alone, I'll give him a C. Lee's Punk. The very first time I caught one of these, I was like, ah, dude, little sweatshirt guy. He's pretty cool. I don't care for him now. Kind of worthless. I don't know if he's even good at anything besides being annoying and raiding your base. He's a D tier. Loop Moon, that's this guy's name. Yeah, there he is, Loop Moon. I like this guy, he's cool. He's literally only a crafter, he's a level 2 crafter, but like it's kind of nice to have those specialized guys because until they add some sort of work priority thing, the guys that can do everything, they just get sidetracked doing the wrong shit. They never do what I want them to do. But when you got a guy that just runs around and only crafts shit, it's useful. I think he might be a guy that works through the night too, which is also helpful. I put Loop Moon in B tier. Yell Claw, another one of the glider guys. I don't know if he's any better or worse as a glider than the other other two, to be honest. Design's fine, just looks like a little eagle. But that being said, I don't care a lot for him. I'll put him a D tier. Robin Quill, he's kind of cool. He's got a decent design, but every Robin Quill I run into just annoys the fuck out of me because they usually kill me or just do some annoying shit like they don't want to get caught. And they just pissed me off enough to the point where I don't even care. You going in D tier. Fuck Robin Quill. Fuck that guy. Gora Rat, got a few of these. Not really used them much, but they got level 3 transporting, so maybe I should use them more. Cause I try to use my birds for transporting and they just get confused and stuff. Like I have not had good luck having birds as our base guys. The Gora Rat, I think he's solid. I just personally haven't used him enough. And so for that, I'll throw him in a C tier. Fox Parks, I like Fox Parks. Fox Parks, I mean, he's the first fire guy you can catch. You can make him into a flamethrower, which the first time I did that, I thought was so fucking cool. It's still pretty cool. And I mean, I'm sure if you jack him up and condense a bunch into him, you could probably be pretty decent. But he's an early on guy too. Put him in a B tier. I like Fox Parks. Bee-Guard and whatever the fuck, Elizabeth, they're good for honey. Can make some medicine. Aside from that, don't care. It's just some damn bee. Ain't gonna use it in battle. Yeah, I think they both belong to C tier. They're just good for their hunt. Fucking Grintails, bro. Look at that face. I don't even know what to say about Grintails. He's something. I don't think I've ever used one for anything. And like that face, man. Yeah, he's a D tier. For sure. Name is these guys, Swee and Bigger Swee. The hell is his actual name? Swee and Sweepa. Yeah, no, I don't care for them. They're worthless. Chill's cool. I like Chill. He's a good early boss you can fight. You can ride him around. I like his design. I like the ice. Yeah, I'm gonna C or B. I'll put Chill at a B tier. Chill's a cool guy. Univolt, he's fine. I don't really care a lot for him. Sure, he's good at being electric, and that's about it. I'll put him in a C tier. I don't care a lot for him. What is this guy? Have I caught a Foxicle? I'm sure I have. Clearly he's forgettable, so I don't care that much. I'll put him in a C tier just based solely off design. I think he looks kind of cool, but I don't think he's really useful for a whole lot. Probably not very powerful. Iron's cool. He's got a decent design, but like, there's just so many better fire guys you can use. I don't really care for a Pyron. Who's next? Raindrix. Got them big floopy ears. Ice reindeer guy. Kind of like the ice version of the Elptideer. I'll put him in a C tier too. Design's fine. I think I even might have heard somewhere that he's a pretty solid land mount, but I haven't used him enough. Rainhound, I think Rainhound's pretty cool, honestly. I like his design a lot. I haven't used him a lot either. I think he's useful for breeding a few things, like a few pretty powerful guys, but he's cool. That's all I got, but cool enough for a B tier, I'd say. Same with the Kitsune. Kitsune's dope. His saddle is actually really nice. You can't get hot or cold while riding him. He looks cool, and I know you can breed him with somebody to make something good. What that is, I don't remember right now, but that's fine. Dazzy, I don't really care for Dazzy. I know he's got the same ability as Daydream, where he can follow you around. I don't really care to. He doesn't look that cool. Doesn't look that strong. Just a generic little fairy lightning guy. He's fine. He's not fine. He's a D tier. Lunaris is this one? Yeah. Lunaris is cool. Pretty solid crafter. I think he's pretty powerful too. I haven't used him much, but I think Lunaris probably qualifies for the B tier. Dinosum, I'll put Dinosum in B tier too. I like him. He's got a cool design. Little grass dragon guy. You find him pretty early on. He's a good planter. Serpent, I kind of like Serpent the first time I saw him. Now I see him again. Not again, but now I've seen him more, I should say. His design's kind of fucking stupid. I'm not a big fan of his design. Like, he just looked kind of dumb. But I don't think he quite belongs in D tier with all these other rejects. So C is probably a good spot for him, I'd say. Oh, what the fuck's this guy's name? Marate, Messenger of Death. I kind of like his design, and I like the fact that he kind of looks like Shy Guy a little bit. Just in the face. I mean, that's really it. But this is kind of cool. Give him a C tier. Not give him a B tier. He's cool design. I don't even know what he's actually good at. What is he good at? He's not really good at anything. Yeah, he's a B tier. Ah, he's a C tier. I don't really all I got going is that he looks like Shy Guy. He's a C tier. Dig Toys. I like Dig Toys. I'll put him in a B tier. He's a pretty good guy for mining. He's got that ability where he just mines like crazy. He's good for putting in an iron base or a coal base. I mean, not as good as some of the late level guys, but you can get him pretty early on. I haven't actually done it yet, but I'm sure if you can condense a bunch of them, you can probably make them mine way faster. Yeah, I'll put him in a B tier. I like Dig Toys. Same with Tombat. Tombat's got a dope design. He's one of those guys that works through the night. I think he's got like a couple different like tier 2, whatever the fuck you want to call it, work suitability. He just looks cool. He's probably one of the better designs, I would say. I really like Tombat. This thing right here is it's an abomination. I don't like it one bit. I think you get rated by them and it says you get rated by a bunch of fangirls, something. I just want to shoot it in the face every fucking time, man. I hate this thing. Whack. He's kind of a cute little duck guy. I don't know why he looks pissed off. I don't mind him, but he's probably still D tier just because I don't think he's really useful for anything. I don't really. He's cute, sure, but yeah, he's a D tier. Sparkit, decent electric guy that you can get pretty early. I'll throw him in a C tier. I like his design. Kind of like a Raichu or a Pikachu in a way. He's fine. He's just fine. All right, so C tier is pretty good for him, I'd say. Flambell, don't care a whole lot for. Got a bunch of level 1 abilities. Not that useful. Tiny. It's not even like cute or anything. I don't know what the fuck. He just looks weird. You're a D tier for sure. Vanworm. The Vanworm's usually my mount. Flying mount right off the, not right off the rip, but as soon as I can get one, it's like level 21 or something. He's cool. He's got some strong abilities. He's fucking slow as shit compared to the other birds you can get, but he's also one of the starter ones, so it makes sense. Put him in a B tier. Vanworm's solid. Bushy. I'm gonna put him in a B tier also, because I mean, he's kind of cool. I like his little ninja fire guy design, samurai, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And you can breed him with the Pen King to make Anubis, which is fucking huge because I love Anubis, and having those crafters right off the rip is big. I'll put him in a B tier. Maybe my boy Beacon. Yeah, I'll put Beacon in a B tier. He's a little higher level than the Vanworm. He moves faster, but if I'm remembering right, the Beacon that I've used had kind of shit moves. I know I could probably give him other moves, but like Vanworm learned some better moves off rip. He's a better fighter. This guy's kind of just a better mount, I guess. I think B tier is a good place for him. I'll put Ragnarok at A tier though. Ragnarok's dope. He's pretty fast. He's basically just an upgraded version of Vanworm in basically every way. And for that reason, yeah, he's an A tier. Katniss? No, not Katniss. Catris. This one's solid. It's another one of the guys that's got a couple level 2s. It works through the night, which is actually really helpful. Having those guys work through night is big. I think you probably go B tier. You're cool. Design's decent. Yeah, B tier is probably right. This guy, Wixen, right? Yeah, Wixen. Decent design. He kind of, I don't know, him and Bushy are like kind of, I don't know, I think of him on the same level. But at the same time, I don't, yeah, I guess he'd probably be a B tier. No, yeah, we'll put him in a B tier. I mean, Catris are kind of just the same, but different, like, elements. This guy right here, the fucking grass Cinderace. Verdash. This is another one of those ones that's real similar to a Pokemon. I don't know how they got away with it, but I'm not complaining. But I don't care a lot for it. Really? Not gonna use one. I put it at a C. Yeah, I don't even know what they're good at. I guess they're pretty solid planters. I mean, solid workers. Nah, I don't put him at a C. I don't really care for that guy that much. I don't even know who the fuck this is. What is this guy? Fucking Valit. You can only catch him at the nature preservation, I guess. Clearly, I don't even know who he is. Doesn't really look that cool or nothing. Just the fact that it was annoying as hell to find. You're going to D tier. I don't care about you. Valit. Get out of my face. Siblex. This one's got a decent design. I don't mind him, but he's really fucking useful. I found out recently you can put him in a ranch and he'll make high quality cloth for you, which is big, honestly. Like, high quality cloth, if you're just making it through wool, can get expensive, but he makes it way easier. I think that alone puts him in B tier. Pansy's a good guy to have around the base. Like, he'll do a lot for you. He'll gather, he'll plant, he'll harvest. I think that's the main thing we use him for. He also gets an assault rifle, which who would think that this little tiny ass monkey would get an assault rifle? But it's great. I'll put him in a C tier. He's decent. I think this guy here is Elfidrin. He's cool. I like his design. He almost kind of reminds me of like the Dragonite, I guess you could say. He's decent. He's cool. I'll put him in a B tier. Helpsy. That little fucking seahorse thing. I don't really think they're that useful. I think they got like level 1 shit. Let me see if I can find him. I don't know where he's at, but he got like level 1, I think, stuff. He's kind of cute. I don't use him. Probably D tier. Zoorobe. I really like his design. Kind of gives me like Milotic vibes. I haven't used him a whole lot, but I'll throw him at a B tier also. Rylynx, he's a big boy. I'm sure he's strong. I think you can use him to breed some decent things. Yeah, he probably goes B tier also. Blazehowl. Blazehowl's fucking sick, especially if you get the Blazehowl knocked. And they're like level 3 cookers. And the knocks just look so cool. They're massive. I'll put him at A tier. I like Blazehowl. He's dope. Relaxosaurus is goofy fucking ass. Goofy little dinosaur. Every time I get one of these, at least when I get it out of an egg, I'm always disappointed that it's not a Jormatide. And the fact that, like, his rocket launcher is sick, but you don't unlock it till, like, the very end. At that point, why not just get a Jet Dragon? It has the same ability and can fly fast as fuck. I'll put Relaxosaurus at an A tier. Yeah, that's probably where he belongs. Broncherry, big old fucking grass Brontosaurus. He's fine. He's a good planter. He's a big boy. I'm gonna put him in B tier. He's fine. He's useful. Guy, this is Petalia. Another grass guy. I don't know. I don't really care that much for it, to be honest. Fine. I'm gonna put it at C tier. I don't really care. Reptyro. I thought he was pretty cool the first time I saw him. There's also the Reptyro Christ, which is also pretty cool. I think he deserves a B tier. He's cool. I think he's a level 2 or 3 miner. He's pretty good. He looks sick. Fucking King Paka, bro. I lost it the first time I saw King Paka. That guy's dope. Like, he's just so goofy. He can pack a punch too. He's a big boy. I don't think I'd quite put him A tier, but I put him in the B tier. I like King Pack. He's just funny. Like, look, he's just a big ass fucking llama, dude. Ruby, I don't care about a Ruby. I'm gonna go get an early fire type. It's gonna be a Foxparks. Foxparks looks cooler, cuter even. Ruby just, I don't care about Ruby. The Mamorist, they're fine and they're big. They're fucking intimidating when you find that boss right off the rip. I don't think they're really that useful for anything. I'm not gonna run a Mamorist on my team, and so I don't care. I'm gonna see Wumpo, fucking Wumpo, Amishi, Wumpo. Look, if you guys don't get that SpongeBob reference, you're too young. That's all I gotta say. I think he's one of the guys that when you have him in your party, he increases your weight. I don't know that for sure, but I think so. And he's another one of those guys that the first time I saw him, I was just like, what the fuck is a Wumpo? And he's a big boy. He lumber. That boy goes crazy on the logs. I'll put him at a B. I like Wumpo. Wumpo. Warsect, a cool design. I think the first time I got one, I was pretty hyped, but I don't care as much for him now. Probably still deserves like a B tier though, I'd say. This guy, whose name I forget suddenly. Fangalope, I remembered. I didn't have to look, even though I might have looked over there. I didn't look. Fangalope is sick. I didn't care as much for him at first until we caught him and started using him as a land mount. Boy, hauls ass, and he can jump like no other. Especially if you get Swift and Runner on him. This guy's a damn good land mount. I'd probably put him in A tier, honestly. Fangalope is sick, mostly for the mount. I've never actually used him in battle. I don't know how he'd be in battle, but he's a hell of a good mount. Felbat, I like his design. Kind of give me a little like vampire vibes a little bit. Not really use him much in battle, but I know he's hella good at making medicine. Like a tier 3 medicine guy or something, which is, it's not, you don't use it that much, but when you need medicine, it is useful. I throw him in a B tier. Wyvern, I actually really fucking like Wyvern's design. That's probably one of the better designs in the game, I think. Like, he's an ice dragon. Like, he just looks sick. He's a big boy. Kind of also gives me like kind of Dragonite vibes. Kind of similar to Elfidron. Elfidron's more goofy. Wyvern just looks cool all around. I put Wyvern at an A tier. I like Wyvern a lot. Blazemut, this guy's fucking dope too. I mean, he's like a level 4 miner, level 3 cooker or something. I mean, just look at the guy. He looks like a fucking badass. He's definitely one that when you catch later on, you're gonna use him a lot. Especially if you get that boss one. Yeah, Blazemut's badass. He's definitely A. I'd almost consider S tier, but nah, I think. Yeah, I'll put him in S tier. Blazemut's sick. Elzaphyr, I fucking love Elzaphyr's design. That's probably, aside from Phalaris, I think it's my favorite looking bird. He's not as fast as some of the other guys, but he's sick. I love his wing design. I'll put him in an A tier. I like Elzaphyr a lot. Astagon, this guy's fucking crazy. The first time I saw him, I thought he was the coolest guy in the game. He still might be, honestly, one of the coolest designs in the game. Like, he looks really cool. He's a hell of a good miner. I know the first time I saw him do his like laser beam ability, I was just like, oh. Astagon's sick. Astagon is no question an S tier. I think I'd put Menacing right there with him too. I don't actually know what his abilities are. Let me take a look. They're Menacing. He's level 3 miner. With how late you get him in a game, level 3 miner is fine. It's not great, but he's still sick. I mean, look at him. He's a dope ass little fire scorpion kind of guy. He looks cool. I like him a lot. And so, I mean, that's it right there. That's the completed tier list. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of my list. Let me know what you would change, who you'd put where, why you think I'm wrong, why I should move someone somewhere. Because I mean, I put a lot of hours into the game, but a lot of these guys I honestly just haven't used a lot. And so maybe they're underrated and I just don't know. But I think this is a pretty good, accurate list of who's worth using, who's not, who's worth grinding to get a really good one. Pretty solid list. These guys on the S tier, I mean, yeah, they're fucking sick. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more of these tier list videos, because I'd love to do more with a bunch of random different shit. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, peace out.